The war between Hamas and Israel is not going good at all. This is Undiluted News. Mikey Bones reporting. This is because too many people getting killed. Just yesterday, Israel trying to kill the commander of Hamas, who it was said was in a refugee camp. What did Israel do? They drop a bomb on the refugee camp with all the hundreds of people in it just to kill one man. They drop 8 missiles on the camp, creating a large hole in the ground, with a large number of people dead. One eyewitness said body parts were all over the ground, and he said it felt like the end of the world. How does that justify anything? No one is safe. Already we have reports of 25 news reporters being killed, just trying to be in Gaza to report on the war, and that is just since October 7th. Too much innocent people are being killed, and this war needs to stop now. Over in Jamaica, Jamaicans are being warned that more tremors are possible following the magnitude 5.6 quake on Monday. The earthquake unit of the University of the West Indies has reported that it recorded at least 23 aftershocks. Professor Simon Mitchell, former head of the earthquake unit and professor of sedimentary geology at the UII, said the 5.8 magnitude quake was about 8 times as strong as the tremors felt earlier in the year. Professor Mitchell said that there is uncertainty regarding what is happening along the fault line between Haiti and Jamaica, which could see an even bigger earthquake. Meanwhile, the Clarendon police have detained a security guard following allegations that he used his motor vehicle to hit 2 people during a dispute over the weekend. A 42-year-old farmer and a 29-year-old woman were seriously injured in that incident, which occurred about 12:15 p.m. along Woodhall Road in the parish. Investigators said that the farmer and the 30-year-old security guard were involved in a dispute which became physical. Members of the community intervened and separated the men, but shortly after, the suspect saw the farmer and the woman walking along the roadway and drove his gray Toyota Probox at the two. The woman was knocked into a nearby canal and sustained multiple injuries. She has been hospitalized in serious condition. The farmer also sustained injuries. The security guard, who is the driver of the vehicle, is also in hospital under police guard after he sustained injuries during the collision, and he will definitely be charged with attempted murder and about 6 more charges. An 18-year-old man has been charged with murder after he allegedly stabbed a man to death with a knife during a dispute in Lakespen Road in Spanish Town, St. Catherine on October 6. Charges Krishna Horton, a ramp assistant of Davidson Crescent, Kingston 20. Dead is 35-year-old Ryan Mendes, also a ramp assistant of Seaview Gardens in Kingston 11. Reports are that on Friday, October 6, about 9 a.m., Mendes and Horton had a dispute during which Mendes was reportedly stabbed 4 times with a knife. He was rushed to hospital in St. Catherine before transported to a medical facility in Kingston, where he succumbed to his injuries. Horton was then arrested and charged on Sunday, October 21st, following an interview in the presence of an attorney. Meanwhile, the Clarendon police have charged the man who was taken into custody on Sunday in connection with the fatal stabbing of 28-year-old laborer Okan Kelly on Decoy Main Road in Toll Gate. The suspect, 39-year-old Christopher Sullivan, is accused of killing Mr. Kelly after their motor vehicle mirrors collided along the roadway about 2:30 p.m. And it's reported that both men who are from the Decoy community got out of their vehicle and an argument developed. Sullivan retrieved a knife in his car and inflicted several stab wounds to Mr. Kelly's upper body, killing him. A very simple incident like that caused a man to die by the hands of an idiot. 2 mirrors on a vehicle got damaged, and a man dies for that. The music fraternity is in mourning. Dancehall artist Gully Bop is dead, the entertainer's pastor said on Tuesday. Pastor Chris Tate of El Shaddai Prophetic Ministry told reporters that the entertainer passed away at the Kingston Public Hospital on Monday. Gully Bop, whose real name is Robert Lee Malcolm, was said to have been suffering from a kidney disease for the past few months and was admitted to hospital where he had been receiving treatment. Gully Bop rose to fame in 2014 with his catchy track Body Specialist. A video recorded of him DJing the track on the streets went viral on social media, paving the way for him to the studios in a rags to riches story that captivated Jamaica. And his rise to stardom led to him being the closing act on Sting in December of 2014 at the heights of his short-lived career. And towards the end of his life, Bop was reportedly rendered homeless once more. But the great thing Gully Bop did was to guarantee that he will live forever, as he got baptized a few months ago and was serving God. On to sports, there will be 8 games today in the DaCosta Cup competition. The round of 16 continues today with some big matchup. there are 4 teams in 4 zones. And from this, the first and second will advance to the round of 8 with 2 groups with 2 4 teams each. Now, in this competition, in this group of 4, we'll see unbeaten Clarendon College clash with Stets. Clarendon College coming off a 2-0 win over Mile Gully, while Stets meantime had the edge Cornwall College 3-2. Cornwall College will try to make amends when they face Mile Gully as well in that zone. In the next group, another big matchup is the Manchester versus BB Coke game. The unbeaten Manchester is coming off a 4-1 beating of Taki, while BB Coke is coming off a 3-2 win over Happy Grove. Happy Grove, meantime, should try to get a win over Taki, but it will not be easy. In another group, the unbeaten Garvey Masio and Froome should cause a lot of excitement today as well. Garvey is coming off a very hard-fought 1-1 draw with Glenmore, while Froome edged Port Antonio 1-0. The Glenmore-Port Antonio clash should be quite interesting and is hard to predict. Meanwhile, the fourth group, Christiana, who is playing some real good football this year, is coming off a 3-2 win over William Knibb. They will face unbeaten Dint Hill. Dint Hill in their first game drew 0-0 with Magrat. Magrat, meantime, who in the first round lost only twice to Dint Hill, will be a good matchup with William Knibb. And in Manning Cup today, the playoff continues with all return games. With unbeaten Mona coming off a 4-0 beating of Jonathan Grant, they will play the return at JC Field today. St. George's coming off a 2-0 win will also face St. Jago. Tivoli and Haile Selassie, who played to a 0-0 draw, will clash at Stadium East in another game. Wolmer's, who also lost 2-0 to St. Catherine, should be able to turn the table at Maiko. Big matchup with Excelsior and Heidel in their return after playing to a 0-0 draw on Saturday, and that's going to be a very interesting game today between these two. Jamaica College, who had a 3-0 win on Saturday, should have a bigger win today over Eltham, while Kingston College, who edged Campion College 3-2, should have a rough return game, but nonetheless we expect them to pull off the victory. And don't forget that the best Manning Cup and the Costa Cup reports takes place on this radio station. If you ever missed the news, please go to YouTube, type in Jamaican Undiluted News, listen, like, share, and subscribe to keep it going. That's going to be news and sports on your favorite radio station. My name is Mikey Bones. I gone.